Okay, I've done my letters. I did step 1. I might put on this flap. Don't like the 1. Found another stencil with a 1, so I'm gonna do it on here. You gotta think backwards. Sometimes I don't. You know, I make so many mistakes when I journal. You just kind of have to laugh. So I will cut this one out and I will glue it to this. So I did powerless here. I'm gonna do unmanageability here. And then I decided I'm going to do shapes. I didn't know if I liked this shape with this color first or this. So I'm still debating, or I might do both. All right, so I'm going to do a new one, powerless, unmanageability, hopefully it fits. Then I'm gonna add my transfers that I did, and I will meet you back. Okay, I glued my step 1, powerless, and unmanageable. Unmanageable. I don't know why I can't say that. And it fit. Woo! So then I cut out these shapes, and I have this think, which is a motto. And I went ahead and put my transfer on here. I need more, so I use the snipping tool. If you don't know the snipping tool, oh my gosh, it's wonderful. You can go on the internet and find these words, and then I snipped them and I put them on a Word document or a Google Doc, and then I printed them out. So I will either cut these out and make a transfer, or I will just cut them out. So I made these shapes. I used, let me see, just this stencil. I used this one and this one, and the background, I used this regular paper that here, so I just reversed it. Okay, so I'm going to get these shapes ready and put them on and start doodling, and I think I'll be finishing this up. Okay, so I made some transfers of some words that I felt like when I hit rock bottom. So of course I did rock bottom. My rock bottom, everybody's rock bottom is different. Mine, I just lost my soul. I couldn't function sober. I couldn't function drunk. I isolated. I couldn't shower. I couldn't go to the grocery store. I couldn't do simple things. So I'm gonna put the words that happened to me before I hit step 1, and I decided to put myself in rehab for the second time. So, oops, I'm dropping my words here. So the words that stuck out are rock bottom, and you know, it was, I was gonna die. So I wanted to live. So my rock bottom was different. Guilt. Guilt keeps you drinking. You know, you do silly things and drink to oblivion, and then you wake up and you say you're not going to do it again, and you do it again, and you feel terrible, and it's just a horrible cycle. The other one that keeps you going and drinking is shame. You wake up and you feel so much shame, and it keeps you out there. It keeps you doing horrible things, and shame and guilt. But when you get sober, they don't go away, and that's why you need help. You need people surround you that's been through it to show you what to do, because it's not gonna go away until you learn new coping skills. So shame and guilt are huge. Confusion, yeah, you're just so confused when you start to get detox and get sober. You get all the crap out of your system. You don't know who you are. You know, you've been this person putting massive amounts of chemicals in your body, and you get through the fog and you're like, how do I function? And it's hard. Anxiety. Oh, did I put shame in the wrong one? I did. Shoot, I wanted to put shame over here. It's okay. I haven't glued these, they're still tape. Anxiety. So, you know, a lot of people have anxiety, and I do. but I have tools now to deal with anxiety. And a lot of people drink because of anxiety, and it makes it worse. It makes depression and anxiety so much worse. It's temporary, but it comes back full force and stronger. So when you do get sober, I got anxiety and depression, and thinking about all the shame and guilt I had. But, you know, you talk about it, you journal about it, your body will start to heal slowly. I feel like it took me a year and a half to get out of the fog. I hope that doesn't depress you, but yeah, when you when you start to clear out of the fog, you start tasting food for the first time. Of course, I was lost. I was so lost, and food tastes amazing. Your laugh becomes just this laugh, and your cry is deep. It's not medicated, and it feels wonderful. Your emotions, you don't know all the emotions that you have that you suppressed for so long, and they confuse you. You know, you confuse sad for mad, and that's why you need either a sponsor or, you know, people to help, because you got to talk about it. Now, I was not supposed to make any decisions for a long time, for a year, and I don't think I did, and no changes, and oh, it gets so much better, and life, you just start to see more clearly. The pain that we have that makes us drink, and then the pain that comes out of it, and you gotta work through it all. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. I did put this one here. You're lost, and when you decide to make that move to get sober, life is amazing. So I made all these shapes, so I put all the words in, and I think I'll doodle around them and maybe write about it, because I don't have these anymore at all. You know, I have 8.5, more than 8.5 years, and it gets just better and better, and I'm finding out who I am. So I do remember this. I have journals, written journals of all this. You don't want to forget how this felt, because that's how you help others. And when you meet new people who are trying to get sober, you can help them because you know exactly how they feel. So I'm gonna, all these little shapes, I decided to do this, the logo for my recovery plan, and put it on there, and then I'm gonna put these on. I got some tape on here, and space them and then doodle, and I think I'm done. I have a lot of blank spaces, but that's okay. That's okay. It's been wonderful to do step 1 again. You never want to forget this step. You have to do 100%. 100% abstinence. Some days it's hard, and that's when you call on your peoples, and some days it's just really easy. My obsession is gone, thank goodness, but it's a lifelong disease. So yes, journaling has helped, talking has helped, program has helped. There's so much help out there. Okay, so I will come back and show you more. Okay, I'm almost finishing up on my step 1 journal. Okay, so what I've done is I glued all my pieces on. Then I started to doodle. So I put the pieces here, here, here. My doodling, I have taken this regular, wonderful Bic pen, and I just started my famous dot and dash everywhere. I need to do it all up here and around here. I did it all around my letters, the pain, the depression, all my letters. Oops, I just put some bubble wrap stuff on there. I'll show you how to do that. All around here and here. This has not been my favorite looking journal page, but it's not about the end artwork. It's about the process and the therapy of doing step one. So I will show you what some of the doodling I've added. So all around my letters, all I did was the dot, dash, dash, dot. I don't know why I like doing this. You can do any kind of border you want. This is just very therapeutic to me. It's, to me, finishes off my transfers, adds a border. You can do any kind of border. I've done wiggly lines, but on this, it's not the artwork. It's doing and remembering step one and what brought me there. And yeah, that's it. So I'm going to continue doing the dot, dot, dash here. I could add more, but it's, once again, it's not about the artwork. It's about step one. So I took white pen, and I had these premium white gel pens, Brisk Learner. And since my page was so dark, I did the dot, dot, dash all around the border. And I took this pen and I scribbled all around my letters, just scribbling, trying to make them pop, but they really didn't pop. You know, I learn as I go. Sometimes I do something, I'm like, oh, that looks terrible. So then I added the white pen and did the dot, dot, dash, in which I'm now messing up again. And I did it around my program symbols. And then I did long line and short line. I did it here and here, and I'm gonna do it right here. Very simple. Scrap paper. I do this as a border a lot, and I just take my lines, get my gel pen to work first. Come on, come on, let me get the other one. And just go off the page, and I make them long and short and long and short. So I'll do that if I can get this to work all down. Oh, I left these two letters to show you what I did around the letters. Just like that. I'll do this all the way down. Here is that big pen, and all I did was scribble around my letters. And it wasn't very prominent, so that's when I added the white pen, which still didn't work that much. But once you start, you're like, oh man, I gotta finish. So, yeah. Scribble, scribble, scribble. I love this scribble, I don't know why. And it makes kind of the letters pop a little bit. And then after I did that, I took the white pen. You can notice I did here, and the pen kind of soaked it up. Went all the way around. This is the second time I've done step one in my journal. And when you do the steps, when you get to step 12, you start back at step one, and it's a lifelong process. And then each time it's different, because you are different in your sobriety. You change. I am still changing. It's wonderful. There's, you know, it's not peachy keen every day. And then I did scribble border. So there's one in my basic techniques, I show you how to do scribble border, but I kind of stayed with the same color theme. You can grab any color pencils that you want. I try to stay kind of in the color scheme. So I did the dot, dot, dash all around this, and oh my gosh, the guilt that you feel when you finally get some clarity. And it can make you drink again, but you have to work through it. You need help from others who've been through it. Cling to the people that have some time under their belt. Listen, even if you don't agree, do what they say. Because when you come When you start step 1, you are in a daze and a fog. So there's the first layer. Then I use this blue, the second layer. I love really sharp colored pencils when I do this. Don't you hate it when you sharpen a colored pencil and the lead falls out? Happens to me all the time. And you just go all the way around. You can put any kind of border you want. So the doodling was a dot, dot, dash, different colors, black and white. Scribble border. And then I thought I needed more. I mean, sometimes I hate it when I think I need more and then I just went one step too far, which happens. You know, I left blank spaces. Once again, this isn't the most beautiful journal page I've ever done, but it's not about that. It's about step 1. Okay, that's enough. And then bubble wrap. So I love normal bubble wrap. And all I did was I took white paint. I just took this white paint that I had, and I used a kind of a stiffer brush. You just paint right on there. This paint's kind of old, so it's really thick. I might add a little water. I always get a scrap piece of paper and do it on that. I'll go to my writing prompt and do all in here. I did bubble wrap on there. I could splatter on this. I could do lots of other things. I don't think I want to. So add some bubble wrap. And all while I'm doing this, I'm reflecting. You can forgive, but you should never forget. Okay, and I think I'm about done. Oh, no, I gotta do dot, dot, dash. And do it here. And I am done. And then I will post my done one. Okay. Okay, I'm done with step 1. Finally. Remember, it's about the process. And there's so much help out there. And next time I see you, it'll be step 2. Enjoy, and please submit Visual Journaling 101. Thanks, everybody. Enjoy.